There's nothing I like more than dad-mouthing my boss behind the back.
Oh, how about you mutter a few words under your breath when she's had a go at you?
Oh, I like the spot, butter.
And how about prying into her affairs, eh?
Well, there's nothing quite like prying.
Yeah, I think we're... Oh! Yeah, you're tricky, eh? I think we're going to get along just fine, you and me. Have you ever eavesdropped when she's got bad company?
Eavesdropping? Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's my favorite. Right. And then passing it on to other people.
Oh, that's so good. It really turns me on.
Oh, well. It's just put it there, old boy. Look, you're talking to the Inquirer magazine's best source of all things yeeting. From the swigging to the frigging, eh? Listen, my friend, my partner in crime. Sort of shouting and yelling about back here. I mean, what sort of fuss about?
Well, that'll be Lennon and Mr. Mojo Rising.
Mr. Mojo Rising! What on earth are they up to?
Well, there's serious trouble in Nowhere at the moment. You might call it a civil war.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a custom here that applies to all the fine arts and skill professions. Whoever's the best in a certain discipline has the right to dine in the Great Hall with the chair of honor up near Aqua Frog.
Oh, I see.
But if someone comes along who's better in the profession, the lesser talent must stand down.
Right. So what's upset Lennon?
He had been in the chair of songwriting being the best and all.
And now?
Well, Mr. Mojo Rising is...
Mr. Mojo Rising!
He's come along, you see, and started showing off by all the other people down here in Joe Public. But also the cutthroats, the highwaymen, the murderers, the burglars, the right off the iron, soon he had them all twisted around his stiff little fingers. Stupid. At that moment, it didn't really matter too much, because those people don't hold sway around here. But who's to say what will happen next? Changes.
Changes?
Yes. He changes shape. He's a chameleon, a comedian, a Corinthian, and a character.
Ah! Strange fascination. So, you mean transmogrify?
Yeah, that too. Every so often he changes shape into a completely different artist. Like illustrated by Andy Warhol or something.
Huh?
Don't they teach you anything in school anymore? You know, everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, right. Warhol?
It's Warhol, actually.
Right, well, how was he created then?
Well, no one knows exactly. He says he's the offspring of Aqua Frog and Janice, some wild sex, drugs, rock and roll, that would stop.
Right, and you believe this?
No! Believing in something like that is way above my pay grade. I'm a roadie, remember? The fact is, all the symphonies, catching melodies and clever talk to the sides is appealing to everybody. So the Londoners are being pushed aside and everybody's saying there's a kid in town.
Well, wait, well, why haven't the real artist complained?
Well, he changed the word. They can do anything about it. He says things like, he could be dead, he could be not. It could be you. I think that's what he said. So they're all really confused, and now Mr. Mojo Rising...
Mr. Mojo Rising!
Thank you.
Welcome.
Shut up. He is laying claim to the chair instead of Lennon.
Wait, didn't they send him packing for that?
You think they would? Yeah. But things are really changing out here. Anyone can vote, so everybody thinks that they have the right to say who's the best. And cell phones, the web to the mix, it's a mess. People vote early and often, if you know what I mean. And they aren't voting for Lennon.
Right. But what people do you mean? Well, those criminals you mentioned?
Yes. And all the people sitting by the fire endlessly watching their flat screen TVs. A hell of a fuss they kicked up to.
Well, didn't anybody vote for Lennon?
Well, there aren't many decent folk down here. Take a look for yourself.
Right, you're not. Totally. So what's Uncle Frog going to do about it then?
Well, no one knows exactly. I guess hold a contest.
What, so just the two of them? I mean, didn't Buddy Holly put in a claim?
Buddy! Lord,
No.
when Lennon came down here, Buddy went straight up to him and took his hand. And took his hand.
Right.
And then kissed him.
Okay, come on.
Like a brother. Oh my God.
Yeah, brothers kiss all the time.
Every now and then he claimed the chair, said he hadn't had time to write as much. Somewhere that if Lennon wins, all well and good, but if Mother Joe, as Buddy calls him, wins, he'll take him on for himself.
Wait, so this is really about to happen?
Any minute now, right where we're standing, they're gonna weigh the song.
Weighing songs, huh?
Yeah.
What, like slices of meat?
Oh yeah, they gotta do it properly, you know? With scoreboards, yardsticks, metronomes, online voting, and God knows what else.
Sounds like the Eurovision Song Contest to me.
Yeah, well, Mr. Mojo Rising.
Mr. Mojo Rising!
Okay, hold on. Listen, just say Mother Joe.
Mother Joe?
See?
Ah.
That's probably why Buddy calls him that.
Thanks for that. Mother Joe says he's gonna show up all of his forms, which is a problem for all the cooks down here because all the songs seem to be about food and needing to eat.
So who's going to be the judge then?
Well, that was a tough one because we never had to judge an artist like Mother Joe before. And it was hard to find someone who knew enough about the music. Then Lennon said anyone who didn't live in Manhattan knew Jack Straw. I think that's what he said about music.
Well, he's probably right about most of them.
Yeah, he said he didn't know the difference between good music and what came out of Ringo's ass. Or words to that effect. You can laugh, it's only Ringo. So they said Runnerboss.
Yeatsy?
Shouldn't that be Yatesy? Whatever, he's supposed to be an expert. Anyway, we better get moving. It never pays to get through letter than they're busy. Oh, God.
Okay, get in front.
I'd like your beer.
Go.
Silence, you are the teachers. The battle is now commenced. Lord Barnett, you shall proceed as judge.
Yes, thank you very much. And I would just like
Of
to
course,
say...
the say is mine.
She always like that.
It's a giant talking frog.
I see no reason why I should withdraw. I happen to be the more evocative songwriter. This is the end.
Bum, bum, bum.
My only friend, the end.
Why so silent, Lennon? Your heart is wired.
Oh, it's just like the entire Lennon approach. He'll start repeating the number 9 next. Again and again and again.
Hey, that's a bit of a sweeping statement there, Mojo.
Mr. Mojo Rising! I saw through him years ago. He never learned to ride the King's Highway. Never rode the snake into your blues. All of that rugged political grandeur, it's all so cultivated and restrained. There's no subtlety whatsoever. People are strange, you know? Need to change the mood from glad to sadness. But he just provides a torrent of slogans, stiffened with simplistic messages about love and peace.
Listen, bloody bigger than Jesus.
Oh, so those Christmas songs, what about you then, I suppose?
That's about the level of criticism someone might expect from someone like you. But what are your songs but a collection of commonplaces performed for uptight, short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocritics?
Calm down, Lennon. Don't you go too far. All we want is some truth. Just give us some truth.
I'm not going easy on this egocentric, schizophrenic, paranoid prima donna.
Ooh, touchy.
I want to touch you with a barge pole.
Peace, frog.
Right, somebody fetch a life jacket quick. It's stormy weather blowing this way.
We are just actors without songs. You'll be pleased to hear I'm back on the map. Maybe now it's not quite the end. I was something on my own.
guy's on a bus ride going nowhere.
When the doors of perception are cleansed, man will see everything as it truly is. Infinite.
Yup, okay, thanks.
For man has closed himself up
Yeah, that's great.
till he sees everything through the narrow chinks of his cavern.
Yup, off you go then, that's it. Go read a good book or some Nietzsche or something. I'll go play with your mojo.
Mr. Mojo rising!
Whoa! What happened? He's changed.
Bloody hell, he's completely different.
He's rather mercurial now, isn't he?
Hey, thank you all! I know this guy. Not only do you clutter the stage with murderers, mommy lovers, and fandango dancers, but you make your characters perform cretinous arias. And what's more, his songs are based on fallen priests and golden boys. That's an unsavory coupling of its own kind.
Whoa there, Lennon. Steady on. You didn't miss a beat. And ask for you, Mr. Mojo.
Mr. Mojo rising!
Hold on, time out. Look, just call him Mother Joe. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night.
Mother Joe. Oh, think is that this? Now get back to work.
Right.
Now, Mother Joe, wouldn't it be wise if you stepped out of range? I'd hate to see you get hit in the head with a stray one-liner and give birth to another tragic rhapsody. Lennon, control your temper. Surely two musicians can criticize each other's work without turning to the screaming fishwives on tour or creating smoke on the water.
I like it. And I'm ready for him. Yeah, baby, coming right at you. Hey, audience, sing with me. Wanna try? Oh, take it from the top. Find a doctor. Lennon can criticize me if he wants to. I can handle it. I'm elected by dying and studying some cues. I've committed no crime. Comes and guys do. Responses for war. The badges were crushed. I've taken criticism with lots of good grace. And served fine wine to make the dish taste great. I am the iron chef, my friend. I keep on
have gone and he started already.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Anyway, I had hoped a contest here. It puts me at a considerable disadvantage.
How so?
My songs outlived me, so I don't have them to hand. His died with them. Anyway, I gave up touring with the Beatles and didn't do nearly as much as that sort of thing as glam bands. Anyway, let's have a contest here if we must, by all means.
Right. Bring in the brazier and the incense.
Ooh, there's gonna be some crossburns. Finally, things are looking up, huh? Oh, Brazil. Whatever, sit down.
Before the shafts would begin to fly, I command you to judge this cultural event with the highest artistic sensibility. Now you must each offer a prayer before we begin.
Oh, Maharishi. I'm just kidding! Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko, may my love turn you on. You who do nourish my spirit, may I prove worthy of your mysteries. And when you come down here, can you please bring my favorite guitar with you?
Mother Joe, go take some incense.
Thank you, but no. I pray to other gods.
Other gods? What, like a private pantheon of your own?
Precisely. Right now I'm praying to Bob Marley. Those Rastafarians have some really funky reggae parties. I'm actually going to go and look for one. Goodbye for now.
See you, Freddie.
Well, I can agree with that. Bob and I came down here around the same time, and nowhere would be a real drag without him.
What am I, chopped liver? Nobody prays to me anymore like they did in Woodstock. I'm just a nowhere man. What the hell?
Some people think little girls should be seen and not heard. I say, oh, bondage, I'm yours!
Good grief, this could get vicious.
Blimey, this guy's polymorphous.
That's polystyrene to you. Oi, listen up. I'm gonna spout a few words about the enemy. To put it simple, this twat's a charlatan and a con artist, a corporate connection. He was the big man behind the great rock and roll swindle.
Is that true? Really?
Look how he cheated his audience. Even though they were all brought up on the blues, they were pretty vacant. The song started up with something nice and sweet and artificial, and then they have this chorus. And if your luck was in, you'd get this cute little bridge, most of which his mate Paul McCartney banged out for him. But what's it now, right? It's just a load of bollocks.
I rather enjoyed those early days. I got a few ideas from them myself.
You're both just stupid gifts.
Well, perhaps you're right. Continue.
The whole thing was a scam. The punters all sat there just screaming. What did they even hear? What did they even know? Lennon could go off for a cup of tea in the middle of a number and no one would have noticed. He never spat at the audience. He never carved words into his chest at a gig like Sid. So where was the creativity? The risk? The novelty? It was all pre-packaged like some EMI crap. It had no identity.
Well, there's some truth in that, perhaps. Lennon, quit your fidgeting.
See, he knows he's done for. Then after a load of the same plastic
Oh, no.
rubbish, he had to add some out to the music because it was rotten to the core. And we ain't talking Johnny Rotten here. So, what does he do? He gets George Martin to add a load of goofy instruments to flap it up. And if he weren't available, there was always that nutter Phil Spector.
Hey, what is that noise?
It weren't worth making any sense of it. It took punk to save the music industry from all that gibberish.
Lennon, quit gnashing your teeth. And you blasphemer, you anarchist. What did you put in your music?
Self-expression, chaos, and bondage up yours. We didn't want to put nothing in. We wanted to destroy what went before and bust up loads of guitars and melodies to boot. At least we didn't keep whining on about a few prissy things that came into our heads.
That's because there was nothing in your heads. The defense rests. I was an artist. This thing is an imposter.
Like hell. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Joe's making us hungry with his food obsession.
While you was hippie-fying and claiming to represent the working class, we were real. That's because we were the anti-heroes. Anarchy rules!
A bunch of oxymorons by my reckoning.
Well, at least we taught the people to walk the talk and eat their meat.
That's because we already taught them to sing.
Sod off!
Please yourself.
Make me!
Please me then.
You tosser!
Security! Take Mother Joe off to calm down and don't let her come back until she's changed her attitude.
I did it my way. You ain't seen the last of me. I'll be revenged on you!
Well, it's curtains for her, good riddance. Pains and distress to me to have an altercation with this punk. If it was one of the Ramones, that'd be one thing. But this, just truly distasteful.
Well, I agree, but you gotta give them credit. They knew where they were coming from. They took music back to its roots.
Yes, but there are other ways and means, surely.
Not when people are pushed to the brink. When you make people unemployed and you don't give them any other choice, that's gonna be the result.
Certainly you can admire the energy of it, but the tunes, where were they?
Well, there were more than a few, and they kept them short.
Even Paul got hunky with Helter Skelter, but that was a sham.
What's going on? You know, I heard it from the Devon that my services might be needed on the other side. Ooh, cool it, man.
Well, at least they have a real artist back there.
So you admit that I am the true artist. So it's I that should be traveling back across the Morrison.
Not so fast. I said a real artist, not the true artist. No one can compare the songs to the ones I wrote, either with Paul or by myself. No one had the same influence over people of all generations.
I certainly admire Mr. Leonard for all the work he did, the people he entertained and inspired. But this Mojo
Mr. Mojo Rising
is the true descendant of gospel, soul, the blues, and these things were only gentrified by the British invasion.
But what do I need you for if he can give me what you can and did so much more besides?
I'm not just a celebrity, baby. I'm authentic. And my people feel the soul. Mother, mother, you know I don't lie. Brother, brother, he always makes me cry. You know we gotta find a way to stop him beating me to death. Father, you get up early for work, 'cause bringing home a paycheck, well, it ain't too much of a perk. You know you gotta find a way to get a raise today. Neon signs and traffic lights, they dazzle my eyes, they're far too bright. Talk to me in French if you must. Say la vie un bust. Say la vie un bust. It sure ain't just.
Now that's something we can agree on. There's too much poverty. We need to imagine something different.
But I learned my music from my father in his church. It's the music of my people, not the music of someone else's.
With respect, mister, with respect. It's the music of the world, not just of a particular people. Even we incorporated our own heritage into our songs. Where do you think For the Benefit of Mr. Cat came from?
I don't know where that came from, but it probably came from one of two places. Motown girl groups or the blues. It was one great big musical heist. You're no better than Elvis, and he's a kleptomaniac.
Hey, that's a bit unfair. Lennon was a great artist.
Lennon's great and all, I know he tries, but he's still just a white man, and what does he know?
Not much, apparently.
Thaddeus.
Well,
And certainly nothing about women. Speaking of women, I have a few things to say on my own behalf.
Good.
I'll go sit down.
will you quit doing that? You're making me dizzy. Every time I aim my critique before it can hit its mark, the target is changing, become completely different.
Ah, just like a woman, I suppose, or was it Bob Dylan who said that? We're tired of being objectified by you and your kind. As the great Janus would have said, oh Lord, won't you